Outstanding.
Welcome again to another tutorial video. It's your boy Eldorado and Ting. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification button, visit my website at eldoradoproductions.com for a bunch of goodies that is on there. We'll be uploading more soon. So without further ado, on this mastering album, as you can see, I think one song is not on in this session at the moment. But what I'm going to show you is how I do my limiting during mastering. And this mastering template, you can find it on my website at eldoradoproductions.com to get the mastering template that I'm using currently now. However, I'm due to make more, so stay tuned. But this one I did on this album that I have put out called Primordial Rhythm. You can listen to the full track on our streaming platforms that that is available to you. So on my mastering, I like to use two limiter. One for one big particular reason. I do not like when my limiters are being overworked. So I have a tendency to use two limiters because essentially limiters are compressors. Sorry about my whatever that was. So the first limiter on this master is the L2 Ultra Maximizer, in which the reason why I have used this, um, it has a sound, a certain color to it. So I did want to color the whole master with a particular sound with waves plugins. This master is totally waves plugin except for the plugins on the individual tracks. But this master bus and this um, master output, master bus auxiliary and the master output, they are all waves plugin. So um, for this particular master, I have the release pretty much as where it is, and the output ceiling is 0 because I want the sound, even if it goes up here, I want the sound to go through the limiter without being limited, and it can get to the lowest point that I really need. So bear in mind what you really want to do. You don't really want to have the dither on, so you can turn that off. It won't affect it to some degree, and you can turn this off. You can have this as this session bit dip, you see, but you can really turn, once you turn off the dither, this automatically turns off, and you can change the shape of the dither also. So as I said, 24-bit depth is the session bit depth. You can go up to 32, up to 36, but I guess this one stops at 24. But you can turn off the dither on your first master. By default, Waves plugin, limiter plugins comes with a default dither settings, in which like Waves isotope and fab filter are many other, even IK multimedia are many other limiting plugins. You have to manually select the dither settings. However, the dither it help kind of with the jitters in between scaling from whatever, like for instance from 48,000 sample rates down to 44.1, because most of these streaming platforms use 44.1 samples per second. So it's standard like CD also. So in most cases, you will find out that mastering engineer will send you your masters in waves and MP3 at 44, 1, 16 bit depth. So uh, the second limiter that I use on this session is another maximizer, and on this one now I turned it up about 3 more decibels and have the dither setting on type 2 ultra 16-bit dip. So it helps with the dither, the jittering between scaling from 48, 88, 96 or 192 back down to 44 1. Transition is way much more smoother. So instead of having little jits between the songs, the noise shaping or the noise of the dither, kind of help with all those jitters. So I'm going to bypass the two limiters, and then I put them back on and let you hear the amount of volume that I have added without making it sound really pumpy in a way. So turn off this. I could go a little bit louder, but I didn't want to for this particular session. So for argument's sake, I bypass this one and move this to a 6. -6. And hear that sound. It almost sounds the same, but I'm hearing a teeny bit of compression when working the limiter really hard. So what I tend to do on most of my mastering is use two limiter, not working one harder than the other. So I hope this really help you in some way, some form, and I show you how I do my limiting for my mastering, and I hope it really help you in some way or some form. If you have any other way how you limit your tracks, please leave it in the comments below. I'd be sure to try it out. And without further ado, it's your boy Eldorado. Until the next video again, peace out. And remember, you can get this mastering template at eldoradoproductions.com.